Welcome to the Alric Show. Jordan Chen brings with him years of experience in real estate and law. Today, he's here with us on the Alric Show. Jordan, how are you doing? Welcome to the show, sir. Yeah, man. Now, real estate in Jamaica. What is it like now?
Well, it's very exciting now.
Yeah.
It's very exciting now. I mean, the talk of the town now is real estate. Everybody wants to own something. There's, everywhere you drive in Kingston, there's high rises going up. There's old houses being hit down. Construction is booming.
What is the biggest influence behind this? Because I've never seen this in all my years living here or since I was born.
I mean, it's a complicated question. There's a lot of economic factors, but the economy in Jamaica is generally doing well right now. People have cash, people have extra cash, and people are more risk averse to take their cash, maybe say out of something that they had sitting down that wasn't creating that much interest, and putting it into an asset that they physically own and will naturally increase in value because the commodity itself will go up. Like real estate is going up. If you hold an apartment, if you hold a building, the value of it goes up. It's not something that depreciates easily, or we don't have a trend in Jamaica or for the past recent years that we have a depreciating real estate market. And you're also getting income. Yeah. You're getting rental income. And
because Airbnb is very popular now here.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. If you're lucky, you can get US income as well. So it's not just Jamaican income you're actually earning in US dollars. So the Airbnb market has boomed, I would say. Airbnb is not too old of something that hasn't been, has recently, it's a recent development in Jamaica. It's a recent development in Jamaica. And Jamaicans are taking advantage of it.
What attracted you to real estate?
All right, well, my father was in real estate all his years. He was a broker for maybe 30, 40 years. And I grew up seeing him in the market, doing well. And I thereafter took over. I got into the market, and it was a good time for me to get into the market. And I really like it. It's something that you wake up in the morning and what's the new deal out there? Where is the market now? It's exciting.
But how challenging, while the excitement is on, how challenging is the market for you? Or what has been your experience with some of the challenges though?
Well, it's about picking the right investment. Yeah. Sometimes it's not just about buying any piece of land, not buying any supposedly rental income earning property. You have to be very selective about what you're buying. Location, you've always heard it, and it is true. You hear it because it is true. Location, location, location. Location is key.
Is it really important to get an agent or realtor when you're buying? How necessary is it? Can I just go ahead all by myself?
I would recommend an agent. It's like any profession. Real estate is a profession.
Right.
There's an expertise. Is people that are in the market daily and knowing what's going on. Where is the newest hotspot? Is there a shift in the market? Is there an excess of one bedrooms? Do you need to now go and look at maybe townhouses, 2 bedrooms up, commercial units? It's something that you have to follow. It's like any other thing that makes you money. Stocks, the stock market, you have to follow the stock market. It's a market you have to follow. So I recommend speaking at least to someone that has an expertise in it.
What do you suggest to a youngster who's looking to be a homeowner? What do you say to him now about, probably he's just out of college, he has just started his job. What are some of the things that he needs to prepare himself for to become a homeowner? Well,
you have to make sure, first of all, that you spend your money wisely when you just come out of college. Because you have to pay a deposit on a property. 10% deposit is usually the standard rate. If you're buying something for 18 million, you need 1.8 million disposable cash that you can hand over. And then the bank, thereafter can give you the 90% financing. So you have to spend your money wisely. And when you just come out of college, you get your first job, you don't try to get the nicest car. You don't try to stay at the most expensive hotels. You take some time and you get some cash flow first.
Well, there's also a shift in the way banks are doing things now for people who are looking to own their own homes, wherein, I think maybe some are giving like 100% or something along that line, but that has shifted. The bank is a lot more flexible now, right? Is that a good thing?
It is a good thing for some persons that need it, but I think that if you can, based on your income, try to get the 10%, it's less pressure on you. Sometimes there's additional fees when you're taking out 100% versus 90% with the bank. So you want to put yourself in a position that you can actually pay off the loan as soon as possible, and you can start actually getting that income in for use for your disposable cash.
Right.
Because you're collecting rent. Yes, it's good that you're collecting rent every month and can pay it towards the loan, but what does that leave you? Where does that put you with you getting some profit for you to use after that? You want to try to decrease the mortgage as much as possible so you can start getting that income in. So after maybe 10 years, they're giving loans for 30, 40 years, but if you can pay it off in 10,
right,
you can take that additional income that you're getting in and buy that car you wanted, reinvest.
In what ways you said, how do you feel when you help to change somebody's life, wherein you help them to get a home and you see the satisfaction on their face? Take me through those experiences.
No, it's a good experience. It's a good experience. Anybody really looking out there for a home, looking for a good deal, they're very excited. I've never met someone out there that's not, you meet them, they're looking for a home, they're not full of energy.
Right.
They want to look in every room, they want to ask all the questions, they want to see everything on the market. They're excited. So when it is that they do find that perfect unit, one that you can afford,
right,
because some people go out there with unrealistic expectations. The most important thing too is to get to know what you can buy.
Right.
Get a pre-qualification, because you're wasting your time and you're wasting everybody else's time, and it's hopes and dreams when you're looking without knowing what your budget is. But when that person now, considering all those factors, have passed all of those bridges and they finally purchase the home, it's great. It's right. A great feeling. I mean, anybody. For me, it's a great feeling. I recently did purchases and it's a good feeling for me, even myself.
All right, we take a break. When we come back, we talk more with Jordan Chin about real estate and law. Alric Show. Welcome back to the Alric Show. We're talking with Jordan Chin. Jordan, earlier we were talking about real estate, and we're going to continue that conversation. Now, what are some of the perks of being in real estate?
Perks of being in real estate. Well, you have an inside knowledge of the market itself. What I was telling you earlier was that, as a realtor, I have access to the MLS system, which is a system that shows all of the properties that are listed on the MLS and also what price they're sold for, when they were sold for, and, to really see what the market is willing to pay for a property, you have to look at comparables in the area. Right. That's one of the main factors. People can ask anything they want for real estate, but is the market willing to pay that? So I'm able to, have an idea of it. You're in the system every day, so you become an expert at it. So
you're in real estate and you're in law. You went to UA?
Yes.
Yeah. What did you pursue?
Legal LLC in UE. That's just the Bachelor of Laws degree.
Right.
And then after that, you go to Norman Manley Law School, do 2 years, and you get LEC, which allows you to now practice law. Yeah. So having a law degree doesn't necessarily mean you're allowed to practice law and be an attorney. You have to go to Norman Manley Law School, do 2 years, and then get called to the bar, essentially, where you can now go and appear before the courts in Jamaica. And you're an attorney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So where are some of the places that, what is your experience like? Where are some of the places you have been?
Well, for recently, I've been working with First Rock. First Rock Capital. I'm their Chief Legal and Compliance Officer.
What's First Rock?
First Rock is an investment company. We primarily look at investments in real estate. That's our core focus, because we realize that real estate is an asset that is more secured than other investments. So back to your further question, recently, I've traveled to Costa Rica. Yeah. Looked at some properties over there, checked out due diligence, and we've actually closed on commercial and residential properties over there. We traveled to St. Lucia because we are an IBC and we're registered in St. Lucia. So most of our business transactions and so we're registered there, but our business is offshore. So traveled to St. Lucia, traveled to Miami, New York, Virginia. We're all over. We try to not limit ourselves to Jamaica only. We look at investments, real estate investments in the wider Caribbean and Americas, because we feel like that's a market that if you get into, you can actually see a good yield, a good return on your investment. And a lot of people feel like they're limited to investing in Jamaica, and it might be difficult to invest overseas. But once you actually do it, go over there, do one transaction, and you realize that it's something that can easily be done.
How beneficial is it for you to have knowledge of real estate and you're also in law? How beneficial is that? Two coming together.
Yeah, I think the two do go well together. I mean, because in every transaction, real estate transaction, it's recommended that you do have a lawyer, because there are certain nuances that lawyers have to do the sale agreements. They know what they're looking for with certain due diligence, and it makes the transaction run a lot smoother, because it's not back in the day where you just give someone a money and they give you a deed and you're like, okay, I'm a property owner now. Right. It's you have to be there's some things you have to go into in more detail now.
What are some of the learning lessons that you would have had in your experience doing real estate?
You make a few mistakes. Yeah, it's natural. It's natural. Sometimes, when I was just getting into it, very young, very aggressive in it, you have to study the market. You have to, you thought you knew it all in the first year or two, but you learn every day.
What are some of the mistakes that people make when they enter the real estate market? What are some of the things, common mistakes that you probably think people make?
Well, one, not going in, getting the right advice. So find an agent, find an attorney, find experts, get a good surveyor, ensure that you go in. People sometimes go into these transactions and don't know what else they need to do. It's good to get the property valued. Expertise, yes, real estate agents can give a good idea of what market is, but a valuation goes in more detail. There's experts that you have to go to in a real estate transaction.
You being in real estate, what are some of the biggest lessons you think, or what is that one lesson you think that you would have learned from your father, Dennis Chin?
One of the biggest lessons is, to get into real estate, you have to have a certain characteristic about you. Not saying limiting people, but you have to be sociable. You have to be knowledgeable. You have to like it. My father taught me that always do something that you like. Don't wake up in the morning and say, oh boy, I don't want to go to work. If you like it, you're interested in it, you want to learn, you become an expert easily. You're not forcing it. You're not saying, oh, everybody's becoming a real estate agent and I want to become one too and make money because your friend is making money. I believe that you must do what you love. That's one of the key lessons. And then, he's the one that told me location. So, right. So location is very important in it. One road can be good, the next road can be bad. You have to look at your surroundings, not because, oh, I want to invest in New Kingston or I want to invest in these Kingston 6. Right. Means you're going to buy any property in Kingston 6. One road might be hot and one road might not be hot because the surrounding, what is around it. You might have certain restrictions. People want to buy property in a residential area and put something commercial. Yeah. You can't do that.
What is different about First Rock versus other institutions? Why should individuals come to First Rock?
First Rock is a one of a kind. We primarily focus in real estate acquisitions. We have the relevant experts. We have a small team, but a very strong, solid team. So you can buy shares in our company. Well, we had a private placement earlier, which I gave the public an opportunity to buy shares. We're going to go to IPO. We're going to have an initial public offering sometime later on. I'm not going to give too much details about that right now, but that's another opportunity for the general public to invest and be an owner in First Rock.
Maybe you would have mentioned it already, but I want it again. Why real estate? Why real estate?
I mean, real estate to me is a solid investment. People sometimes have this thing. There was something going on now about stocks. You buy a stock, you wait to an IPO and it just lists and you try and flip it, but it's not. It fluctuates.
Right.
It is not a thing where everything that you buy on the market will go up. Some of them will go down. Real estate, though, on the other hand, we have not seen a decline in the market.
Throughout your experiences from college to now, what are some of the challenges that you have had personally that you had to overcome while balancing business life?
I mean, it's hard. Trust me, it's hard. I was studying real estate and also studying law at the same time, and you know, to do well at both.
Right.
It takes a lot of your time.
Right. How do you manage that? A time management skill now comes in place. How do you do that?
Yeah, time management is one of the most important things that, you know, a young person or anyone has to learn to manage if they want to do well in the economy, in their profession, in their business, because it takes a lot of your time, and sometimes you have to give up social activities.
Right.
But not enough. Not give up fully, because going out is something that you need to do, and you actually interact with other people, and it can provide better business for you. Yeah. But I mean, you have to master it. You have to master it.
And no matter what, you have to make your father proud.
Yes, that too. that's key.
All right, we take a break. When we come back, we talk more about the exciting venture, real estate, with Jordan Chin. Welcome back to the show. We're talking with Jordan Chin. Jordan, now real estate again. Yes. This is a conversation we're having fun. Now, what are some of the challenges in buying a home or buying a piece of property and selling a piece of property? What are some of the challenges?
So buying to sell, or
buying and selling?
Buying and selling. Well, if you buy, first of all, you shouldn't try to sell. If you buy a good piece of real estate, you should hold on to it. Hold on to it. I mean, you can see all those properties. You drive into the country, you're driving away, and you see all these properties that are unoccupied and vacant, and you say, who owns that? I wonder if it's government, or some of them are owned by private people that, you know, get offers and offers, but they just don't want to sell because the price keeps going up. So, I mean, also another trick is pre-construction. But you have to choose your pre-construction wisely. I mean, there's been some issues that some people have when they buy into pre-construction, and sometimes it doesn't finish, and sometimes the developer gets in some trouble. But if you select a good developer, buying pre-construction is key to earning a good capital gain. Pre-construction is good.
Real estate is an important factor at First Rock.
Yes.
As well. How do you market the company?
You know, we have a strong marketing team. We try to be social and go a lot on the newspapers and so on. You know, the team itself is a very sociable team. Right. So we're always out, we're well-connected people. You know, we have discussions with people, and we like having discussions with people because we like educating persons that are interested in real estate about the benefits of owning real estate.
Is there any challenges? Are there any challenges in acquiring properties in Jamaica, as it relates to government regulations? Are there any challenges that makes doing real estate a little difficult?
No, I think if anything, it's been easier.
Yeah.
I mean, with technology increasing, and you know, it's easier for persons to do transactions. You can go on National Land Agency website. You can easily pull a title. You know, they have a system where you just type in the volume and folder number. That's the identification of the property. You can see exactly where it is. They have interactive maps.
And who owns it?
Who owns it? It's very easy to do. And I think that's something that the government has been trying to do, and they're implementing. It's easy to do transactions.
Are you seeing a lot of foreign nationals buying real estate here as well?
Yes. We do have a lot of foreign nationals interested in acquiring property locally. And even we have, because of economic growth, we actually have a lot of foreign entities coming down and renting and setting up businesses, and something that's a foreign national brand coming here and setting up. So it's very active at the moment. And
First Rock has been integral in these transactions too.
Yes, we are. So even in the properties that we're developing, the commercial spaces, we already have international interest about getting units in there, buying / or renting units in there. So I think where Jamaica is poised right now to really take advantage of the international market. Everybody's looking at Jamaica with, you know, everything, all the developments that has been happening, not just in real estate, but with the IMF and all of our economic growth and our stock market.
Right.
You know, there's a key interest in Jamaica. So people come down, invest in maybe stocks, and then also say, you know, let's do real estate too. We have a lot of focus on us right now.
What's
areas.
What's your role at First Rock?
So I'm Chief Legal and Compliance Officer.
Right.
So all of the documents being reviewed, you know, we enter into a lot of memorandum of understanding, a lot of contracts. Every contract that we're going into, you know, has to be reviewed, and negotiations. and also general compliance of the company and all of our subsidiary companies that we have. Because we have subsidiary companies in all of the territories that we own property.
What is the lighter side to Jordan? What is the lighter side to Jordan? What are the fun things that Jordan would do when he's not at First Rock?
No, I do. I mean, it sounds like I'm so involved, but I do enjoy the weekends. I really enjoy the weekends. You know, Friday comes, you know, sometimes, I mean, you're not leaving early every day on Friday, but right. When you leave, you know, you go out, you get sociable, you have drinks with your friends, you go on the North Coast. So, I mean, I think that's something that's also interesting because I like to travel the island. Yeah. So you see real estate when you're traveling. I mean, like sometimes I'm driving and I say, oh, that's for sale? And we pull over and I just go in. And
I was just about to ask you, how do you know kind of get out of a frame of mind with work? Because you might be driving to see a piece of property, you're like, property, when you're supposed to be going to Dunn's River to have some fun.
I know.
How do you get away from that?
It's fun too. I like to go in and, oh, wow, yes, this is nice. You guys fixing up well. How much you guys selling? You know, it's fun to sometimes my girlfriend will be like, you know, honey, what time do you want to reach? I'm like, I'm not taking long. But, you know, it's so I mean, it seems like I'm always working, right. But it's fun for me. It's fun for me. And I like to travel the island. I really love Jamaica. Right. I don't like when people come, foreign nationals come and say, oh, have you been here and there? And I'm like, oh, I live here, but I actually have never been there. To the beach. I've never been here. I've never been there. I've never been to YS Falls. I don't like that. Right. I like to go out, travel the island and try and do all of the natural, beautiful things that Jamaica has to offer. It's a beautiful country.
Are some of these properties, you think, are unreasonably priced?
Right, well,
it's a tough question to ask. It's a tough question, but I've done some research and I've seen some properties. I'm like, people, are you crazy?
I mean, I can tell you, like, a new development now, 1 bedroom in a good location, you're paying $34, $35, $36 million for 1 bedroom. Maybe even a studio that they kind of put a drywall in and they kind of do the 1 bedroom.
I think that's crazy.
It's high. And
that's crazy.
Sometimes you look at it and say, is this going to sell? And you're like, you know, you're kind of skeptical about it, and then sometimes it sells out.
Yeah, because 36 million to some people is like 36 Jamaican dollars.
That for some people.
For some people,
it's a limited market. Not you know, there's a limited amount of people that can afford to invest in that, and then that's also where you get some foreign internationals coming in and buying and stuff. But you know, it's surprising. I had some reservations about some properties, I have to say. Right. I saw them, I was like, yo, that's high. Right. That's high. And then 3 months later, you check back up on it. Oh, we're 80% sold out. Okay. Wow. Okay. Nice.
All right. So it has been a good chat, Jordan.
Yeah, man. It's a
Thank
pleasure.
you so much. I had no idea real estate was this fun. All right. So see you at First Rock.
Yeah, man. Definitely.
All right. Thank you again, man. I appreciate it.
Pleasure.
All right. We want to thank you so much for sharing with Jordan Chin today on The Alric Show. The Alric Show will be back next week.